Granada land is the promised land of Israel due to its abundance in milk, pearls, and honey gold. In this blog post is embedded YouTube video from Khandrop, capital Khandrop, entitled America the Promised Land. Instead of milk, we find pearls, and gold instead of honey. This video is a good start to demonstrate that the Americas is the promised land. However, we have so much more evidence. The Kingdom of Judah was in Utah. The best-selling book, When Rocks Cry Out by Horace Butler, has already demonstrated that Peru, capital Peru, was Jerusalem, and that the Kingdom of Judah is in Utah. So this chapter should be no surprise. How did Mr. Butler prove that the Kingdom of Judah was in Utah? Well, he used the King James Version Bible, Deuteronomy 34, verses 1 through 3, which reads as follows. Number 1, and Moses went up from the plains of Moab unto the mountain of Nebo, to the top of Pisgah, that is over against Jericho. And the Lord shewed him all the land of Gilead unto Dan. Number 2, and all Naphtali in the land of Ephraim, and Manasseh and all the land of Judah unto the utmost sea. Number 3, and the south and the plain of the valley of Jericho, the city of palm trees, unto Zoar. The strange thing about the description of the kingdom of Judah given in Deuteronomy 34 is that all these biblical place names can be found in Utah. Below is a list of biblical place names in Utah. Judah, confirmed by Rabbi Moshe Davis. Manasseh, Utah. Mount Nebo, Utah. Mount Pisgah, Utah. Jericho, Utah. South Gilead Way, Utah. Ephraim, Utah. Daniel, Utah. Dan is short for Daniel. Nephi, Utah, short for Naphtali. Moab, Utah. Eden, Utah. Goshen, Utah. Jordan, Salt Lake. Mount Carmel Junction, Utah. North Eden Canyon, Utah. Zion Canyon, Utah. Zion National Park, Utah. Benjamin, Utah. Enoch, Utah. Joseph, Utah. Lavan, Utah. Providence, Utah. Salem, Utah. Salem, Jerusalem, Utah, nicknamed Beehive State. There is a mountain in eastern Nevada named Mount Moriah, and it is over 12,000 feet high. In Utah, not only is there a river Jordan, but it runs out of a freshwater lake and into the Great Salt Lake, which is remarkably like the Dead Sea. There is also a Mount Nebo, after Nebo, in Utah, approximately 12,000 feet high. So yes, with evidence this strong, the real Judah was in Utah. People try to say that it was the Mormons that gave these places in Utah biblical names to support their position as Jews. However, this explanation fails miserably because there are no 12,000 feet high mountains in modern day Israel. Therefore, the real Judah or Israel had to be in Utah because it fits the description of the kingdom of Judah perfectly. The name Utah is derived from the name of the Ute tribe, capital UTE tribe. It means people of the mountains. In the Ute language, UTE language, 16. According to other sources, Utah is derived from the Apache name Yehuda, which means tall in the Spanish language. It was said as Utah, Y-U-T-A. Subsequently, the English-speaking people adopted the word Utah. There is no J in Hebrew. Therefore, Judah is Judah, especially when you consider the fact that the J and the Y have the same meaning and numerical value and are interchangeably as a result. Islam comes from the Orient East. Why is this YouTube video that I shared, the sacred city of Mecca, have we got it wrong? Correct? Well, because Islam comes from the Orient, the East, which is really the West. I see 10,000 butt-hurt Muslims dislike the YouTube video. Well, because the truth hurts and it does not care who it offends. Now, when we include all of the Moorish, capital M-O-O-R-I-S-H, Tartarian architecture that was in the Americas and still is, game over for the hijack. See images of corn palaces in Iowa and in South Dakota for some examples. Islam is not foreign to the Americas because Islam and all religions come from the Americas. Since the Americas is the true old world, everything that we have credited Africa and the Middle East for has to also be credited to the Americas too, because of the Americas is the old world. Civilization came from India, Superior Asia Major, aka Ancient India, which was in North America. See blog images. Yes, North America was once Asia, aka the Orient, East, aka India, Superior. And this blog post is an old world map by Orientius Phineas from 1531 and a 1540 Spanish world map showing you India, Superior, Asia Minor, and China being in North America, which is the true Orient or the Far East. The Orient is a term for the East.